Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're all doing well today. For those of you who are new, welcome. If you enjoy the content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And for those of you who are returning, I simply want to say thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I appreciate all of your support. So this is going to be one of my daily messages from Spirit. I'm feeling great today, guys. I hope you guys are too. Genuinely mean that. Let's see here. I'm going to be pulling a few cards here. I'm hearing one card, interestingly enough. I'm going to be pulling one card here from the Wisdom Keeper's Oracle cards. These cards are really great because they really highlight a lot of the human struggles here. I highly recommend these cards to anyone out there who's into, doing their own readings. These are excellent tools for introspection. I do want to say I will be getting into the tarot a little bit later. These are general readings, so the message may or may not resonate for you at this time. If you're drawn to this video, there's likely a message here for you. I have a high emphasis here on spirituality and moving forward on the spiritual path. So in my messages from Spirit, there's always at least one message here that's important. I will say that much. So let's go ahead and get into this. The Wisdom Keepers. What wisdom do they have to share with us today? So one card. Ooh, look at this. Intimacy. Number 59. I don't know why I heard the word level. Some of you may be leveling up, so to speak. Let me go ahead and adjust this. Some of you may be leveling up, so to speak. Wow, this is a beautiful card. Take a look at that. I just want you to kind of soak that in. I love these cards because they almost, in a sense, capture the soul. It's so weird. I don't have them all memorized, but they have some really, really good excerpts from the book. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the book for you, okay? Intimacy. As this heart opening occurs, true intimacy is born, and two people meet within a single awareness. So the shadow aspect of this card is dishonesty, and the siddhi is transparency. So this is quite interesting. So this is about being transparent. This is about bearing your heart, okay? So let's go ahead and read here. My gift to you. It's time to come clean with the people you love. To be truly intimate, you must be totally honest with yourself and be willing to accept and express your deepest fears. Understand, when you open a door to another person, you are letting go of control and opening yourself up to being influenced on a deep emotional level. If you carry wounds from the past, as most of us do, this can be scary. Whether you fear being trapped or abandoned, do not judge your feelings. You will be rewarded with unleashed creativity, beauty, and sensuality, and the wonderful possibility of communing with another human being in one field of awareness. There's no limit to what two open hearts can do together. Here are some questions for contemplation. Is your fear of being abandoned by a romantic partner keeping you from being honest, from committing more fully? Is it causing you to over-seduce or try to control your partner? Is your fear of being trapped sabotaging a current or potential relationship? Are you often planning your escape? Wow. So, this is an incredibly powerful card, and this is actually part of the message that I was wishing to deliver to you guys today. So this is absolutely beautiful. Now, I always allude to my own story because I think it's incredibly powerful when people can share their stories and we can all learn from them. In my last relationship that lasted 5 years, over 5 years, I had a beautiful partner, a wonderful man who gave from the heart fully, in an unconditional way, regardless of how I behaved or how my day was going. He always gave with so much love, so much compassion. He was always there for me. He will always hold a special place in my heart because he demonstrated to me what love was. Unfortunately for both of us, I was carrying some very, very deep wounds from my childhood and all of the failed relationships from the past. And so in this way, what ended up happening was I never truly opened up in a way to allow myself to be vulnerable. And so this particular behavior is incredibly narcissistic in nature because one person is fully committed when the other is not. And so this would be referred to as a third party situation because third party doesn't often mean another person. However, it can. In reality, what I was doing was trying to control the situation because I was afraid of being vulnerable. And this lack of vulnerability is, in the end, what caused the relationship to fail, and not on his behalf, but mine. You see, if I was truly invested, this never would have happened. And as a matter of fact, I would never have fallen from it for an exterior person, regardless of how deep the soul bond was with another person. The person outside of my relationship, I had deemed to be what was called a twin flame. I honestly have no idea. And at this point, I simply do not care because that person awakened me to the reality of my situation. And then I had another soul, another beautiful soul come into my heart, to my field here, and I realized this person awakened me to my true nature, to the fact that I had been controlling and manipulative in relationships. I'm sharing this with you despite my ego screaming at me to not do that. Simply because the ego wants to, and the narcissistic traits within me that I had learned from a young age, told me not to tell you, simply because the ego wants to be presented in the best light at all times. So this is about being candid with yourself and with another. In what way are you preventing another person from coming into your life? How could you practice, how could you practice more self-acceptance? How can you practice intimacy, true intimacy? How can you open up to a person truly, allowing that person into your soul? How can you do that? It's time to take a look at those fears. If you're afraid of being vulnerable, ask yourself why. Shadow work is incredibly important. This allows us to heal ourselves and to move forward on the spiritual path, allowing ourselves to open up to the highest force that is in existence, which is love. When we seek love in others from a place of emptiness, this means that self-love is incredibly important. You need to learn to love yourself first and foremost, because otherwise, if your cup is half full, you cannot fill another person's cup. You haven't even filled your own. So it's time for you to fill your own cup first. For those of you who are afraid of being alone, for those of you, on the other hand, the exact opposite, who are afraid instead to open up, you see how codependent that is? Oftentimes these two people find each other. It's very codependent. One is unwilling to open up, the other is afraid of being alone, and so they find each other and they create a union that is, by its very own nature, unbalanced, because neither partner has been able to fulfill their needs from within. Now, these cards are incredibly beautiful here. We have No Place Like Home, so the number 50 here. We have Loyal Heart. I'm going to move this one over here. Loyal Heart. Soulmates. Another 5 card here. Change. There's some change coming into your life here. Higher power. And finally, the Fates, which for me is the Wheel of Fortune. So, viewer, for those of you that need to do the work that I was just referring to, it's time to look within. It's time for you to face the music, face your fears. What are you afraid to find at the end of the day? If you haven't done the shadow work, it is time to look within. If you have not been able to open up to people, if you fear being alone, because both versions of yourself, of that self, need to be taken a look at. Each message is going to resonate for whoever. For those of you who are already in that place of balance, not necessarily looking for love, but open for love and open and giving and knowing that you're sure of yourself and you haven't been looking for a relationship, You guys are in the perfect place here because it turns out that for those of you who are in alignment, God or spirit, however you want to refer to your higher power, is actually working behind the scenes right now to bring you that soulmate relationship that you've been looking for. With the no place like home here, this is very clear to me that this person is going to feel like home. For some of you, this connection may be so holy that it may be a twin flame. Loyal heart, you can see here, these people are incredibly loyal. Look at we have 2 cards here. This is pure love vibration here in these 2 cards. This is coming to you within the near future here. Like I said, Spirit, God, has been working diligently here to make this happen. You've likely already had an intuitive knowing that this was coming. And so, Spirit is saying, be ready, because it is coming. You have asked, and now ye shall receive. Let's see what the tarot has for us today. I'm being told to do the Celtic cross spread today. That's interesting. So let's see what we have going on here. Page of Swords, a communication. This may be a conversation, a text message. If this is regarding the soulmate connection, as I was saying, this person you can meet online. The obstacle, King of Swords, seeing things clearly. I'll look into this in a moment here. I'm just going to lay out the cards. Recent past, Knight of Swords. This could be anger or rushing into things. Look at all this air energy so far. In the subconscious, we have, wow, peace and harmony, the world. Some of you may travel or will be traveling here. The way you're moving forward in the situation, look at that. Queen of Pentacles coming this is you focusing on yourself. 7 of Pentacles in the near future. Something you're investing time into. Okay. Message from the universe directly to you. 9 of Swords. Okay. I'll get into that in a moment. Your weakness right now is the 3 of Cups. Okay. Hopes and fears. Page of Wands. And finally, the outcome. Queen of Cups. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm wanting to elaborate on the future here. And I went ahead and pulled 7 cards here. So for the near future, or for the outcome here, we have the 6 of Cups, soulmate connection. This could be somebody that you already know, however. King of Pentacles, this could be an earth sign. 7 of Wands, resisting here. There is some resistance that you will need to take a look at, but it looks like things will be moving forward. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, as I was saying. We have the World and the Wheel of Fortune on the table here. This is incredibly divine. This is divinely guided. There is some karma that will need some clearing out regarding this resistance. Temperance, more peace and harmony, more divine guidance. This is my divine guidance, divine presence card. And this is the highest expression of the lovers after coming into union with themselves. Empress, look at that. Absolutely beautiful energy here. You could be dealing with the Taurus or Libra. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. We do have both Sagittarian cards here on the table. And finally, a moment of truth and clarity coming up for you in the future. Once again, a divinely guided union I'm seeing here. No 2 of Cups or lovers, interestingly enough, but we shall see. So, you may receive some communication with the Page of Swords here. You could meet somebody online, or this could be somebody that you were dealing with in the past that you will have some communication about. But in the obstacle here, there's something that you're not exactly seeing very clearly, or you're not looking at the big picture here. So this is the opportunity for you to be very direct and clear about what you want your future to look like. What do you want the future with your partner to look like? Whether you're in a connection or not. If you are in a connection already and you know this person is a deep soulmate, this is just confirmation for you. But this is about looking at the bigger picture and understanding yourself. Now, what's really interesting to me is that this is very Aquarian energy, and this particular reading is for is happening during the full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd. So, full moon in Aquarius is about change. As we can see, we have the world card, the Wheel of Fortune. This is about unexpected events, things that you were likely not seeing clearly, or things that are going to come up. There is a need for you to be mindful of any impulsive actions or taking any drastic changes, okay? So emotions may be running a bit high. Just keep that in mind, okay? Now, what I am seeing here in the past here, this is impulsive, rash energy here. Some of you may have rushed into relationships in the past, and you're seeing that very clearly now, or are being asked to look at that. This could also be anger. This could be somebody that you dealt with in the past that you were angry with. And the Page of Swords is defensive energy. Maybe you're standing up for yourself and avoiding situations like that. In that which is unseen, or your subconscious realm, is peace and harmony. You are currently in a place of completion, of peace and harmony within yourself. This could also indicate that you're not seeing a cycle is actually closing out and a brand new one is beginning for you. This could also indicate travel. You may meet someone while you're traveling. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, the way you're moving forward is you taking care of yourself, being practical and grounded in your approach. This is almost being selfish with yourself, which is beautiful. Because remember, the most important person in your life will always be yourself. In the near future, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. Something you've been waiting on. There will be some more patience and perseverance here for you. If you've been waiting for this to happen, the universe is simply letting you know that this is a part of the process. That patience and perseverance is you are demonstrating to God right now, or Spirit, however, like I said, you want to refer to your higher power. You're demonstrating to God how long you're willing to wait for your Ace of Cups and your Ace of Pentacles coming in here. It's on its way. It's just a matter of time. Nine of Swords here. A message from the universe to you. So this is about looking at what it is that is stressing you out. Nine of Swords is all in the head. So if you've been stressing about this, if you've been worrying relentlessly, the universe is saying it's a time to chill out, calm down. Let's take a moment to take a step back and recognize that it's all in your head. I'm asking you right now to have faith. Have faith in me, because I am taking care of you, my child. I am here for you. Some of you haven't been praying all that much. I'm getting. Some of you are almost on the brink of giving up. Some of you are feeling that this could never happen for you. And the universe, Spirit is saying, I need you to have faith right now. I need you to have faith in me. And I need you to have faith in yourself, because you've been co-creating with me. In the weakness position here, so this I'm interpreting in a few different ways for some of you out there. For some of you, it's time to look at your indulgent behaviors. Have you been drinking to calm yourself? Have you been smoking too much cannabis or indulging in other recreational drugs to an excessive amount? If so, this is the universe saying it's time for you to take a look at this. What is it that you can let go of in regards to this? Now, if that's not resonating with you, there's two other interpretations I have. This is going to be very different for everyone, general reading, okay? So some of you need to take a look at why you fall for third parties. Why do you fall for third party situations, okay? If you feel that you fall for these people, there's often times some very deep inner child wounds that need to be taken a look at, okay? Sometimes it's abandonment issues, and this could be presented in different ways. Maybe your mother or father wasn't present in your childhood. Or this person, or either both of them, sometimes it's both parents, they may not have been there for you emotionally. And so you have always had a void deep within you that needs to be filled by no one else but yourself. If you're not mothering or fathering yourself, you should be. What is your internal compass and your internal voice saying to you? When you get upset with yourself, do you berate yourself? Or do you instead nurture yourself the way an unconditionally loving parent would? And so take a look at that. For others, I'm being told that you need to spend more time with your friends. There's a need for you to spend more time with people, socialize more, put yourself out there. If you have been waiting for a soulmate to come in, if you're not on a platform for dating, if you're not going out or looking actively for this person, the universe is saying, I can't provide that with you if you're being a hermit. If you're not putting yourself out there, how can I deliver this person to you? How can I bring this celebration to you? Look at that. I cut the deck here, and look at this. I got the Lover's card here, okay? So this for me is just confirming that. That's just a confirmation for me, okay? Now, in the hopes and fears, a lot of you are hoping for a brand new beginning, hoping for a passionate new beginning. Others of you are afraid to look at the inner child wounds. Once again, I'm getting. Yes, I cut the deck here and I have the devil here. There might be some codependency here. Some codependent behaviors that you need to take a look at, that you're afraid to look at. In addition to this, I'm seeing that some of you may be afraid of looking at immature behaviors. I'm getting anger, interestingly enough. Sometimes you guys, some of you out there, this won't resonate for everyone, but there may be someone out there who, when they don't get their way, they may lash out in a very immature, angry way. And so you're being called to look at this. Why? Do you like the drama, or do you feed on the drama in some way? And some people may say immediately, no, that's not me. But how do you contribute to the situation? If you consistently put yourself in situations that bring drama into your life, it's time to look at that, because it's a two-way street, regardless of if you're trying to avoid it. You know, I had somebody in my life at one point who said, oh, I hate drama. I don't like drama. And yet, interestingly enough, every time I turned around, it seemed like there seemed to be some sort of drama happening in that person's life. Some people may outwardly say things or try to convince themselves of things, when in reality, the very thing that they claim that they're not interested in is the very same thing that they're interested in. So that was a very particular message for someone out there. Now, there's definitely, with the Queen of Cups here, this is you. For some of you, this could be a water sign entering your life. However, the way I'm interpreting this is you are finally going to be, if you haven't been in this position yet, going to be opening your heart in a way that you never have before, in a way where you know that you can trust yourself to do this. And if for some reason, for whatever reason, someone were to hurt you, you're not afraid of that anymore, because you know what? You're so strong and sure of yourself that you know your capabilities. And if someone were to hurt you, you know, I can easily walk away from the situation. It was what it was. I learned a lesson from it. And I am still open to that same love from anybody else that is worthy of my love. This is absolutely beautiful. And this was all divinely guided with the Fates card here. This served a very high spiritual purpose for you. As I was saying, 6 of Cups here, soulmate connection. This could be with an earth sign or somebody who's embodying very strong earth energy. So for some of you, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn who's fated to come into your life. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? The fates, the Wheel of Fortune. God has been working on this for you. Some of you may have lost faith, and God is going to come in and say, well, clearly you didn't have the faith that you needed to in me. So some of you may, as I said, be resisting this person. You might have your guard up when this person comes, which is okay. Take your time with it if you're not ready. Ask important questions. Ask good questions. Ask what that person's intentions are. Ask them what their view on life is. What are their goals, their aspirations, their desires. Get to know this person. And I get the impression that some of you may be very, very pleasantly surprised with the Sagittarian card here of temperance, or temperance rather. Once again, divine guidance, the highest expression of the lovers here. This is them in union. This is a fated connection that the universe has been working behind the scenes here to bring together. They've been working, I'm seeing this working behind the scenes. You see how this angel is mixing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, alchemizing. They've been alchemizing things behind the scenes. You likely won't even see this coming. Some of you may already have an internal knowing of this, however. This person is an incredibly powerful soulmate that is going to change your life. When you meet this person, they're going to make you feel like an empress. Whether you're male or female, they're going to take care of you. They're going to love you so deeply. You've likely never experienced a love like this ever before, but this was only possible because you did the work. And there's going to be a conversation between you and this person that is going to be the aha moment. It's going to clear out the clutter. Anything that you ever had any doubts about, this card, my God, I'm sorry, but my heart is expanding right now. This conversation, this truth is truly going to be life-changing for you. I'm getting that so strongly, my goodness. So remember, guys, ask yourself, where can I be more open and honest with future partners, with my current partners? Where have I been lying to myself and lying to my partner? And it's time to take a look at that and do the work. So, my goodness, this is such a beautiful reading. My heart is just, my God, this is so sweet. This has such a sweet energy to it, you guys. I was about to close out the reading, but I'm gonna pull just a tiny bit of advice here for this King of Swords. Spirit, let's have some advice for the viewer. Yeah, oh yeah. My goodness, yep. Wow. This is just confirmation for me about exactly what I was talking about. 9 of Pentacles. Where can you be more confident about yourself? Where is it that you need to nurture yourself more? If you're not feeling confident about yourself, it's time for you to step into that. It's time for you to recognize how beautiful you are, how abundant you are, that you are worthy of love. Judgment card, the Judgment card here. This is a wake-up call. It's time to look at your past events, your past karma. What were the karmic cycles that you caught yourself into before? This is your soul's calling here to say, what is it that I need to look at? What is it that I need to heal with the 4 of Swords? What is it that I need to contemplate in my life in order to know how I can move forward? How can I see the bigger picture? You're going to come into a moment of absolute truth and clarity, viewer. So, with that being said, I simply want to say thank you so much for being here. It was an absolute pleasure for me to bring this very beautiful reading to you. I'm noticing here that the Ace of Wands is the only thing not here. So that's the one ace that is going to be coming into your life after this all happens. It's going to be quite interesting for you. You're going to be feeling so inspired. But anyway, I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.